Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Terra Invicta. Some time has passed since the last episode, so let's get you caught up. First of all, our control point limit has, or control point status has gone up a little bit over here. We have most of China. I've been doing a series of 1-2 punches on China with Tyler, our investigator, and Chu, our spy. Tyler gets about a 10% chance to do a crackdown, and you can see where it bounces around from turn to turn, but about 15 to 20% chance to get a purge with the spy, even if the crackdown fails. So between the two of them, I've been able to dig away at China's control points, and we might get the last one over here. We'll see. I'm also, since we've now got good control over China, started working the Pan-Asian Combine so that we can do some more integrations or federations and integrations, or we can declare war with some claims on the territory, which would also be quite good. I'm pushing that right now, and then I'll probably push the inertial confinement fusion reactor 7 after that. But, and here's the big thing, is we did get our new drive tech. So I have new ships to show off. Now, I know some people will like to have watched it being designed on screen, but it took me a while to go and design it, and I kept going back to different online sources and trying to compare and contrast. I mean, a lot of the discussion about different designs is out of date, and everyone conflicts. Everyone seems to have a completely different thing. But I've decided to balance on Dreadnought specifically. I did go and take a crack at designing the Titan first, but I'm not actually planning on building that. The Dreadnoughts, I think, are actually going to be quite swell for us. So I've gone and done some designs. Let's look at the baseline one over here. This is the one that would cost exotics, and I do have a couple of them in the construction queue, I believe. This is what this represents. A pair of flags for some redundancy, which will also use these, and a pair of these guys over here. But I'm going to keep myself at 10 exotics for repair, and then we'll start doing the no exotic versions over there, which, yeah, are half strength on paper, but should still do okay. So if we take a look at this one, so these are based around 500 Delta V, and they happen to hit 71 cruise acceleration. So that's what I use as a bit of an indicator over there. I'm not even using the full 6 drives here because any more than that would overshoot us on combat acceleration. I don't even know if we've got the tech to support that sort of thing. So I decided not to go quite as crazy over there because this wasn't really going to help with the Delta V overall anyway. So I pulled back a little bit. I don't know if I should be more heavily armored, but I still really like this kind of general number and vibe, so it's going to be okay. Now, I am going with a heavy siege coiler up front because we do need the punch for the big ships. And then I think I really have come on board of big old laser gun on the body too as well to deal with the flankers. I do have this set to Guardian mode. I'm not sure that that's correct as a default. It's possible I want to put this on target mode. I don't know. But I did do some interesting reading on the argument about these coil gun batteries as well for dealing with flankers, and I kind of like the vibe. And I was already planning on putting 1 magazine on there for the nose weapon at least, so we've got the magazine that's doing a little bit of double duty over here. And I think that's okay. And then a couple of point defense. Hopefully this will get the job done. Other than that, standard targeting computer, ECM, and yeah, the 1 magazine, a couple of advanced laser engines, which will help this, but will really help the point defense. It really multiplies their damage a lot. Some self-repair bay. I did put a muon spiker on here. I'm realizing now I don't have a hydron trap on there, and maybe I went the wrong way around with these modules. I might have been able to save a lot of weight. Actually, let's do a little check here. I mean, obviously, we'll lose some thrust if I drop the muon spiker, but if I put the hadron or the hydron trap, yeah, see, I think overall this is going to save us a ton more material, and actually we're ending up faster. So that was a mistake. This is so much less material, which is lightening the ship so much. We're still ending up at 500. We actually got 76 cruise acceleration. I hate that it does the weird thing with the name. I guess I can just resave this. It's going to be called the Block 4 for some reason. I could just retype this, I suppose. 500 at, well, I guess I'll call this 576, which is more accurate. And I guess I'll review the other designs and do the same thing. So this is the base dreadnought that does use exotics. And actually, while I'm in there, I don't know, I do like the long range shoot down, but at the same time, a big gun's really meant to take down ships. So I'll go and do that. Push comes to shove, we can also do a little bit of a flip, but the goal of this thing is to shoot things down. I mean, it would be, I don't know if like, if it could do some, there's not really a mode to say, listen, if something's fairly close, shoot it. Otherwise, as a secondary, shoot down projectiles. I'm not certain how this should go. See, this is why I did it off screen, because I was going to have the decision paralysis the entire time. It seems like a waste of the big gun to shoot down projectiles. It feels like it. It feels like a waste of the big gun to shoot down projectiles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in attack mode for this new design. Okay, so we've got that one. So what I'm going to do now is find, so that's the old one over here. I'm going to go and obsolete that one. Then I'm going to go to the no exotics version over here and do exactly the same thing. Drop the muon spiker. I'm going to pick up the hydron trap. And yeah, 576 is actually where I'm going for this. Let's see what we can do. We can bring down the fuel. Oh, I should be holding shift, not control. To about 500. And yeah, see, look at that. 576, the same sort of thing. So it's dread dash no exo is what this one is. So we'll save that. And then let me obsolete this one. And then the flag. So it'll be flag like this. And let's see if we get the same thing. Drop the muon spiker, add the hydron trap, pull way back on the propellant tanks until we hit 500-ish. And oh, wait, hold on. Let's do this. Just over 500. Yeah, I mean, the math is basically there. You can see this one was, so the flagship I set up a little bit differently with more point defense to protect it because I want to keep it alive so that it can keep doing flagship kind of things. Okay, so save this and then obsolete this dreadnought. Okay, and then we've got to do the transport class over here in the same way, although it already had a hydron trap. So its problem might be a little bit of a speed mismatch now with the rest. If it's going to slow things down. So the idea with this transport is I've got one platform kit so that it can pop out a space base wherever we are. It also, if I've got 5 of them, I can use these for salvage bays. And like, I don't really need 5 different fusion platform kits. I do maybe want a lot of Marines to assault some things. So that's a possibility. And as a transport, it's just going to hang back a little bit. In fact, I could probably go a little lighter on the armor, which is an interesting thing to consider here. If I go and peel back a wee bit on the armor, then I can pull back on the propellant tanks. Let's do a little bit more on the rear armor and drop one more propellant tank. And one more side armor can go. See, that's like quite a bit. And now it's a little faster. I mean, we don't have to bang on the 500, but this seems actually 500 at 76 seems pretty nice. There we go. Kind of in line over there. Excellent. Save this, come over here, transport. This is the one that becomes obsolete. Now, I've also decided I might roll out some of the short range just missile swarms for like localized defense. I don't know if that's right. Like my idea was, oh, maybe I can build some lower range but very fast ship that can really go and snipe those things that are just like snooping around in orbit, right? The combat strength of this is 23. I mean, I would need a lot of them. I'd need, what, 50 of these to come out to 100 strength, or 1,000 strength? Yeah, okay, so that's probably non-viable. I'll just go ahead and obsolete that. But it was an interesting idea, and we're not going to work with this Titan either. We're going to use these ships over here. So I actually have to go to ship construction, and then if I go to Earth, I have to cancel some, but I have to, no, cancel the wrong ones. All the ones that are 182, those are the ones I just queued. These were previously queued. I'm going to let them finish. Now, our first fleets are probably actually going to go out with, well, I don't know. As I say, go out with the 400 range and slower, like what, 1.5 milli-Gs? No, that is really a lot slower. I think all the slow poke ships are really gonna have to go and do something else. But so let's go and do this. Let's go flag 1, 2 flagships, and then yeah, I think it'll be the same thing. I'll build a couple more of the premium type dreadnoughts over here, drop us down to about 10 exotics, and then we'll queue up a no exotic at that point. So that will be that. And yeah, otherwise the planet is, so we got China that is developing. Economy is mostly fixing itself as a bunch of nanofactories are coming online and more of those things are about to kick in, I think. All right, let's go and unpause. And, oh, yeah, someone cracked down one of my control points in the EU. They haven't done anything with it yet. They might, in which case we'll have to obviously try to flip it back as aggressively as possible. You just returned to the Madrid region. We've got a little bit of warfare still going on. Oh, one thing that happened in between episodes is the alien administration popped up over in Kazakhstan. So I just went and ran over it. It did form Russia instead, which is all right, fine. And mostly a lot of these places, I'm not particularly caring about fixing the government anymore. I'm like, you're here to do whatever, which in this case is going to be rebuilding the boost because it's still nice to have. And if we set up more space hotels, we'll do that. But yeah, like Japan over here, it's the same thing. We're doing a little unity and oppression just to try to reduce the micromanagement that we have to keep it alive. But otherwise, you're here to spoil. It's not a full kleptocratic, but more or less. Saudi Arabia, full on spoils, kleptocratic over here. We've got Nigeria as well. Which is set this way, but I think we'll probably end up doing the same thing. You're a little bit more flexible, actually. I mean, you don't have the greatest tech. I don't know. I think I'm still going to go for spoils. And then Venezuela, exactly the same thing. Because it's like, okay, we need a certain percentage of GDP on Earth. Well, if we just nuke these countries down and then go and grab others, it's going to be fine. Anyway, we need the short-term money, so that seems like an okay thing. Okay, there we go. It actually went a couple of cycles in between someone taking our control point over here. So we'll definitely have to do the 1-2 punch with both Tyler. We'll do a blind go with Tyler, even though they're not protected yet. They probably will be. All right, and a bunch of the stations in orbit around Earth, I went and reconquered. People were building them, so I want to save a little bit of resources, but I'm like, they're there. We should probably take them. We got the Tier 2 core, so we're going to go and just build this as a Tier 2 station right now. A couple of point defense, which we'll upgrade to something else later. We'll do that. We'll do an ops center. Not that we have an MC problem currently, but it's going to start scaling up pretty quickly. And we'll farm, which will get upgraded as well. And we probably need more energy research stations and things. So maybe I don't want to overcommit with the resources here. So we will legitimately have 30 left over, which is 40. Some of the other things might be cheaper, but we'll just go ahead and, well, I think I'm already at my cap for these. No, I don't know. We'll put the climate research thing, and that's going to be okay. All right, a little bit more sciencing. Uruguay's got a nuclear test. All right, a little bit scary. Purge failed, 95. We actually got all the way up to 20 before that fail. All right. Money cost of direct investment. We might do that. We don't really have the money right now to do this sort of thing. You can see my money's going up right now just because of the spoils that are going on. But we really don't need to do that very much because it is getting positive. But I would like to rebuild a big nest egg to give us a buffer for situations where we're not getting our nanofactories to do the things we want. That's another upgrade on one of the other stations I took. So it's sort of going to be the same logic. We'll upgrade a couple of those. I'll drop a farm in. We'll get a couple of layered defense things. An ops center. Reconnaissance array, I think we can only have one each, right? Yeah, it is for oppression too, and we are doing some of that, so maybe I'll throw that down, and then power-wise, we're gonna be okay. All right, I will just leave it at that for now. Again, because I'd rather be building some ships. In, what, a month or two, we're gonna free up some ships. Some shipyard capabilities. Well, I could build some around Mercury, although I don't really have the resources. That's the whole thing. Okay, Panzer Division. So we're going to immediately queue up a crackdown. Only a 2% to start off with. That's crazy. We don't have a ton of popular support. Well, that's not going to help things. Their people. And an espionage. Purge, which is starting at 10%. Okay, but again, I'll probably do a protection. If we can't get an assassination before they counter protect, so I'm not sure there's anything we can do about that. Oh, there's some alien life forms to burninate. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. And yeah, we are easier to target because we're well above our control point limit, but what are you going to do about that, huh? Psyops. Sure, fine. And just researching random bits over here. In fact, actually, I think what I might do is I might go and just really focus on everything here. You know what? I like the idea of the Pan-Asian Combine coming in first. No, you know what? I'm going to do this because I'm really pulling points away from the worldwide techs because there's not that many of them to worry about anymore. Yeah, we're going to do that. New project, increase maximum amount of resources. Okay, well, we'll favorite it. We're going to want it at some point to give us some options. Automated fission pile. Sure. Unlocking all the automated stuff might be something that'll help us down the road. We shall see. Mission control. Yep, sure. Yep, sure. These are great. Some of them maybe I should have gotten sooner. I don't know. Everything's a question of like priorities, right? All right, the alien administration still exists in Bolivia because they flipped that from presumably a servant place. So we still got a troop there. PsyOps is done. You know what? That's got control point management in it. Hold on, I'm just gonna. I guess I could have found it at the bottom of the list. In fact, it might be slightly harder for me to find now. But automated space traffic, yeah, which is nice. Directed focus, which is nice. Unity, welfare. Oh, these are all really good. But I think I will take it for the 10, even though that's not very much. And the army repair rate is also going to be handy, and it's not that expensive to research. So, all right, let's get that happening. And yet, because we don't have that many stations, we don't have as many multipliers as we would like. In Iran. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Saudi Arabia. Okay, that is a little frustrating, but again, we are way more vulnerable than we used to. I suppose I could even abandon some of these locations, but Iran. Okay, well, we're not going to be... Holy cow. It's possible some of these weren't protected. Failed to neutralize. It was down to 2%. Yeah, because they did get the protection. How's our hack? 6%. Do I want to cancel it and get the points back?
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
I feel like I do. Where's my...
I will report when my mission
abort is here. Okay. For some reason I thought it was on the toolbar down there. We'll do that. We might need some extra popular support over here. Island. I don't actually know if I've got some units actively there right now. You know what? I will finally go... No, screw it. I don't have any units there, and we might send some later. I don't have the control points to necessarily justify it, but I'd have no reason to end the war. Yeah. Oh, okay. Aliens in Salta. There's another 10 control points. So we're going to look at that. Yeah, all these passive bonuses are going to be kind of nice. Nigeria lost a control point. We were a little bit over. To be fair. Okay. Got some alien activity over in Israel. And things come along here. Slowly but surely. Okay. So, oh, come on, scroll. God, enemies are planning. Takes over the entire UI. I mean, fair, there's a lot of number crunching. So the Canadian division in Bolivia is still doing fine. They're not getting beat up. One of the things I do need to see is, yeah, a bunch of these can probably go home. They're not at home right now. And so I should do a little check. Even the people who look like they're in home territory may not be. So, and they're already moving, presumably going home. I think these guys are all okay. You're on the move. Ah, there we go. There's one that could go home. You guys are on the move. And you're fine over there. Okay. So let's go. We can hide that for the moment. Let me double check here with the crackdown. Yeah, 0% chance currently. Do we want to... Who is this unknown?
Eyes on target.
Where do you need me?
This one? Hopefully they are actually two different ones. I mean, they're positioned in different places, but I don't always trust that. I'll get you to investigate. And I guess that means... Oh, you can do PR stuff over here. And you will also do some PR stuff.
Ready for my mission.
All right, we'll get back up here in Europe and then see what we can do. All right, confirm. Admin tower. So presumably that's tier 2 admin tower. Oh, yeah. Wow. I haven't seen one of those messages in a long, long time. You can see how much attention we're pulling away from the global resource. Oh, okay. Alien station. We'll go and boop that. Get a few more exotics. We get like, what, 3 or 4 per? It's not too shabby. A little bit of experience, but I don't have to worry about it. With the servants. Okay, I don't think I'll do a repeat on it.
Surveillance complete.
Reevaluate who we might want to boop. I wonder if we could maybe get the resistance underneath.
Move the needle.
Oh, I should have repeated that, actually. No, resources. The resistance control point. Oh, no, they have tons to spare. Yeah, no one's really doing much that way. No one's really got space stuff either. Yeah, it's only the aliens that are a problem, although they're kind of a problem.
Winning their hearts and minds.
Well, repeat and continue. I don't know about permanent assignment. But yeah, let's see if we can push it up in our favor a little bit. Saudi Arabia, okay.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Vernified, that's fine. And deployment is done. Okay, good. I could send some more troops over here. Maybe, should I do that? Maybe I should. These American troops. Let's throw a couple more just to get this accelerated. I'm assuming that will help the speed. I actually don't really know how the occupation mechanics work. But yeah, the fact that they can build little stations to teleport the agents over there is a big pain in the butt. Saudi Arabia, okay, control point lost. Arrived there, which is fine. You arrived there. So where is it? Oh, Iran. There it is. Okay. That's fine. We were only spoiling it anyway. So we're completely kicked out of Iran. Okay, that's fine. We've booked some money. And we're still running negative money, but it is going to go positive, I have no doubt, as we finish more construction. The nanofactories take a long time to build. Saudi Arabia, so that'll be a similar situation, because we were just spoiling. Oh my god, so many pop-ups for the armies. I mean, they may have all left at the same time, but they're, of course, going to arrive at their home province in slightly different orders. Okay, yeah, you can take over those armies, that's fine. Now, coming back over here, I'm assuming things haven't really changed here at the crackdown yet, 0%. So, we do have one of those missions, but basically, anyone who can PR, I think I'll start with that.
At your service.
I mean, that's kind of going to be anyone. I mean, not you. There's something burning. I'm going to get you to investigate, because I'm going to get this one to go and
I'm here.
Attack. Ooh, actually.
Going in hot.
Spy, you are going
At
to
your
protect,
service.
because if we get a crit fail, we can
Defending
lose our
the
agent.
VIP.
And then you can go and investigate that. Okay. Okay, so you're launching to, yes, to Earth Def. And you. And you. Oh, right. Okay, I was going to say, why is that a slightly different UI than normal? The reason is, merge fleets, yes. Merge fleets, yes. Okay. The reason is Earth Def is, standing by one of these stations. Actually, I don't even know if that's the one I wanted. That was just happened to be the last one you took over, actually. Do I want to go and take over some more or build some stuff? Oh, LOL Guns is my my military station. Actually, let's go and defend that. So Earth Def and this new squad over here, you guys are going to go and defend LOL Guns, my military station, until that gets rebuilt. We don't have our medical station. It got blowed up. I can't remember if that was in the last video or not, but it got blowed up. Okay, so, and I hate that these are out of sync, and will sort of forever be out of sync, unless I just start building ships somewhere else. Although I don't really have enough to do that, and this is still fairly new, so I'm going to go no exotics, there. Oh, I actually have enough material for all of them. 50 volatiles left. Wow, okay, that is weirdly worked out. You've arrived there, then what we're going to wait is for Earth Def to arrive, because then we'll do a little merger. What's taking you so long? Okay, thank you for protecting. And select merge fleets. Boom. Okay, so 2.2k is pretty good. Aliens can send bigger fleets over here, but that's certainly going to do a half-decent job. I think there's still... Oh no, there's no one doing the vision stuff anymore. Okay. And I think, yeah, this has some Marines in it as well. So I could even go and hit some of these others, but I wouldn't really want to build it up right now anyway. I could go and just blow them up, but there's so many empty slots. They'll just rebuild it. I'm not sure it's going to make a big difference. Oh, I didn't have all the revenue from selling stuff techs. Oh, that's a shame. Still, we're doing okay, I think. Wave of Fear. Okay, everything, the cohesion goes down. Repeat and continue, 72%, 81%. I mean, it's still going to be challenging to crack, but we'll give it a go. You're busy doing insurgency in Saudi Arabia. Okay, good on you. Have fun with that. And yeah, we're only about half our mission control right now. So gonna go up, and we are building some pretty beefy ships, and ships that really can go and deploy out in other places. Only 2 exotics? That's terrible. That's almost insulting. Okay. Oh, hey, long range. I did not expect you to finish right now, and no one ever tried an intercept, which is nice. So, unlike last time, there's no confusion about, hey, why can't I poop out one of these? Because I do have a lot of control. Cartier Station, so you're going to set up the construction module, the fusion pile. One of the big things, of course, is you're going to need a space dock so that we can refuel. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put down... Actually, I'll go with the heavy fusion pile. I don't know if I have the tier 3 heavy fusion pile. You know what? A regular fusion pile is going to be fine. We can still build a lot of stuff. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Get that started. I'm not going to go and build the next level up yet. That's going to be fine. And then... right, and then... It's a little weird. We have to undock. Some things you can do, like the take over the ground stuff, you can do while dock, but the rest you can't. So build an outpost, and I might go and just look for high volatiles. Volatiles and water, I mean, a little bit of fissiles. Not tons, but, you know, every little bit helps. We're going to go and get one of these down here. No, it might just get blowed up, but we'll see. Okay, admin station. Construction modules, that's, you know, that's the nano factory and all those sorts of things. We'll do that. And then, I mean, I guess I'll put down the outpost mining complex. You know, what we're going to do is do a lot of upgrades, so it's going to be shut down a lot, but we'll do it bit by bit. We might just stop at tier 2. We can go all the way to 3 over here, which is interesting. This first one we'll build piecemeal, and that'll be okay. Now, do I want to keep long range over here? I think the answer is yes. And what I want to do is I want to redock you to Cartier Station, although Cartier Station is going to have to be renamed to Jupiter dash, what are we? Ganymede, right? Ganymede shipyard. Boom, done. All right, just chillax over here. And yeah, just wait. Please be patient. I mean, that's a lot of ships that are just occupied, but so be it. We completed that. Hey, 10 more points here. Sales, well, we don't need that yet. This for the control points, maybe. Although, oh, ecology is pretty good. I don't know what the tech was, and I think we already have it for the tier 2 admin tower. Oh, wait, administration tower over here. Yeah. Here, let's get that choochin'. That's a bold choice, Cotton. Now, I'm sorry, that cooked barely any Delta V? Huh. Odd. So we arrive in 2 days. Feels like what I should do is intercept you. Are you going to do... Weird, you launch instantly. Oh, interesting. There's no loiter, but no Delta V. Okay. So I don't think we'll be very far. Hopefully that's not a mistake. Oh, see, now this is a little bit more what I'm worried about. That by doing this, the aliens are going to be like, oh, I can come kill this undefended thing. And maybe I should have just stayed put. Now, 8.4k is more than 7k, but maybe not unbeatably slow. So, guns, got some battle stations. Okay. Are we... How are we 2 days away? This game is really inexplicable sometimes. Okay, go back to the shipyard. Where we're also... Wait, we're not going to be back to the shipyard until February the 6th? What? And we didn't use any DLTV. It's not like we're flying at super high speed away from Ganymede. And first of all, even if we were, why? Okay, cancel. Point one. Loiter. Okay. Our station is in low Ganymede orbit. We can get to low Ganymede orbit legitimately today in 0.12 hours. Let's go to the normal orbit. And then how do you feel about going to this shipyard? Getting there in 7 hours. Okay, so I'm not crazy. There's something wrong with the game. So instead of taking a month to arrive, we're arriving in a quarter of a day. We still lose that station. Okay, you're going to bombard the ground base. And then what are you going to do? Are you going to leave or are you going to attack my long range? Uh-huh. Hang on. I'm just going to sit here. Actually, I mean, it's going to be able to run away, but... No, you're leaving. When are you leaving? Or are you going to come attack me? Because as soon as you start to leave, you're obviously not going to be able to just turn around and do something again. All right, well, we'll come back to you, I guess.
Ready to go.
This game's orbital mechanic, and I know that it can't be real orbital mechanics because it's too complicated for something like this. That's fair. But you'd think there'd be some consistency. Well, that's not 0. There you go, 15% chance.
Targeting
Let's
their
go.
center of power.
And then espionage,
Standing by for orders.
purge, 53%. Okay, I'll take that coin flip.
Do you need me?
You've got nothing currently, but you can do good PR work, so let's do that, which is going to increase our odds even more.
Ready for my
And
mission.
same thing with you. We're going to do this to increase our odds
Making our
even
case.
more. Confirm. Meanwhile, back at Ganymede. We're still there. Can upgrade a lot of admin towers. No. Yes. I should be upgrading my admin towers, but I'm sort of obsessing over... Another fleet has arrived? Except, no. Another fleet has arrived, but isn't here. They must have immediately turned around. Should I attack these guys? I wonder, if I were to go and drop a station, would they attack me? Just staring at each other. I don't know if they would. And at this point, part of me is wondering if I'm even worried about losing this fleet. They might send a bigger fleet, in which case we might just run away. Okay, I'm going to drop a platform. I won't drop a surface base. Come at me, bro. And he might. We're docked there. It's 7K. They might not. They might not do anything on this one here. Actually, fixing the environment might be a good idea. Or social media. Oh, that's for Unity. Well, these are all pretty important, actually. I'll do the environment one first because it's darn cheap. Okay. And they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. I guess we'll just go back to Earth for a little bit.
In our direction.
We don't have to repeat and continue this
Move
anymore.
the needle.
Oh, there you go. The alien administration is gone again. We've got Bolivia over here. Do we do basic dev? actually, Bolivia's in half decent shape. I mean, the government could be a heck of a lot better. But the welfare situation's not horrible. We'll focus entirely on the government side of things. I could do the boost in mission control, but maybe we'll just focus on the government for a little bit. Yeah, and then we might want to do some
Move
PR
the
work.
needle.
Didn't budge. You've increased. Moving away. Oh, okay. Well,
The people will come to our side.
okay. Increased unrest. Sure. Oh, this is one of the stations that we took not that long ago. We brought it up to a level 2. Fusion reactor, this farm, ops center, reconnaissance. Oh, as I say, why is it not showing me what I'm expecting? Admin tower tier 2, materials. Sure. Heck, we could use the investment in military points. Do you not have? You don't have your own nano factory. Okay, having one to support your construction is good, and it'll turn in some money as we go forward. I don't think I'm going to level you up right now. I'm going to leave you on this tier. Are you going to have a power shortage? No, you actually have plenty of power to go. I can do the things where we get one skunk work too, because it can help with some of the event, and it could be good for our research. Okay, so we'll get a kind of a generic all-rounder setup over there. Or maybe I should have done another orbital that would give us boost somewhere else. Crackdown failed. All right, ours are 1 on 5 there. We still have a coin flip on the espionage. But it feels like it'll probably go poorly. Just because it feels like that sort of thing right now. 7%. And yeah, I guess I could do the same thing, but I'll probably... Okay, I'm going to upgrade that. And... oh, operations. Still won't... Oh, maybe you already have an operations. Climate energy. Power over here. The nano factory. Okay, you got a nano factory as well. There's the ops. Okay. I mean, I think we're still going to need the energy and then the space. Yeah, we're still going to need this for some of our high-end stuff that we're going for. Oh, we're going to need more power. That, okay, you're going to be all right. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. So it was a little hairy for a bit. And yeah, I lost a few things, and we're going to go over a control point limit again whenever we retake Europe here. But things aren't too shabby, and we've got some pretty cool ships being worked on. And it looks, despite the frustration that was going on here, it looks like maybe as long as we're parked here, they're not going to send anyone to go and blow that up. So we have a little bit of a stalemate. We'll see. Do I want to move anything else off? No, I don't think so. So Marv Death, we got 3K there. Only 1.5K in Mercury. Then 2.2 here. And does that include... Oh, you used up some of your troops is what happened. Yeah, you're not actually damaged. You're just short on some of your troops, which is fine. And yeah, there's none of the fancy ships. We haven't started producing any of the fancy ships yet. Okay. All right. Groovy. Folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.